Everyone wants to know how to be a sex god, whatever that even means. But if you give me 3 minutes, I'll tell you why that whole idea is actually what's standing in your way. Because the thing that separates someone who's extraordinary in bed from someone who's just going through the motions has almost nothing to do with what you're doing with your body. It's what's happening in your nervous system and hers. But before we get into that, I have to tell you something because I'm genuinely excited about it. Over the last 6 months, you've shown up. You've watched, you've commented, and I wanted to do something for you. So I put together a magazine, called it Private Practice. It's a Valentine special, and honestly, it's a thing I wish I had when I started practicing. Sensual touch, arousal psychology, pacing. I went deep on it. The whole thing is free. Now, I had to host this on Patreon because, frankly, the visual examples inside are a bit too honest for most other platforms. They'd flag it in a heartbeat, and I didn't want to censor the parts that actually matter. So when you click that link, it's going to talk about membership. Don't let that throw you. You just register a free account, no credit card or subscription needed, and the download is right there. It was just the only way I could keep the content raw for you. Anyway, it's there if you want it. So, the nervous system. Here's what nobody explains. When someone is trying so hard in bed, when they're performing, when they're chasing a reaction, the other person's body reads that, not consciously, autonomically. The nervous system picks up urgency, the same way it picks up danger. And when it detects that energy, it tightens. Breathing gets shallow. Muscles brace. Arousal doesn't build, it stalls. And from the outside, everything looks fine. But internally, the window is closing. That's why technique by itself doesn't do what people think it does. You can know exactly where to touch and still create nothing. Because the body she's in isn't open, it's bracing. What actually opens that window is calm. Sounds almost too simple, right? But regulated energy, steady breathing, unhurried pacing, hands that aren't asking for anything, that signals safety to her nervous system in a way that words never will. The breath thing is real, by the way. When you slow your breathing down, her nervous system will start to mirror it. That's not a technique, that's co-regulation. It's built into human biology. 2 nervous systems in close proximity will start to sync, but only if one of them is actually regulated. If yours is racing, hers follows. If yours is grounded, hers follows that too. And pacing. This is the one that changes everything. The impulse is always to escalate, to get somewhere. But the people who are genuinely remarkable at this, they're comfortable staying in a moment longer than feels productive. Letting the buildup do the work instead of forcing the next thing. That patience, it creates this heavy, thick kind of tension. You can't fake that. Because she's not just feeling what you're doing, she's feeling what you're about to do. And that gap, that's where intensity actually lives. The real shift is learning to lead without forcing, to be in your body without being in your ego. And once you understand that, everything else is just detail.